What you're looking at right now, this is not new. Armed forces in the streets, tension in the air, people moving carefully like something could go wrong at any moment. And when people see this, they think it's chaos. But it's not random. This has happened before. The strange thing is, life doesn't stop. Shops still open. People still go outside. Cars still move. But everything feels different. Because everyone knows there's something behind the scenes. Something controlling how far things can go. That's not normal stability. That's controlled tension. If you go back a few decades to Colombia in the 1970s, you would see something very similar. Not war, not collapse, just a normal country with something growing quietly underneath. And the story doesn't even begin in Colombia. It begins outside because there was demand, a growing demand that people were willing to pay huge money for. And where there is demand, someone will always step in to supply it. At first, it wasn't chaos. It was organized, small groups, quiet meetings, routes being planned, people figuring out how to move goods, avoid attention, and make money. It looked like business, because at that stage, it was. And then the money started coming in. Not small money, massive money, enough to buy influence, enough to change systems, because when money reaches that level, it doesn't just stay in one place, it spreads. Now, imagine this. You have money and the government is weak. What happens? You don't fight the system. You start to influence it. Communities depend on you. Officials listen to you. And slowly, you stop being just a businessman. You become power. The government begins to notice. At first, they think they can control it. They pass laws. They try enforcement. They believe this is just another problem they can solve. But they are already behind. Because the system they're fighting is growing faster than they can react. And this is where things start to change, because when two powers exist in the same place, they eventually collide. Not always openly, not always immediately, but the tension builds. Now the people feel it, not because they understand everything, but because they can sense it. Something isn't right. And when fear becomes part of daily life, that's when a country starts to shift. Inside the government, the pressure increases. They are no longer dealing with individuals. They are dealing with an entire system, a network, money, influence, people, all connected. And removing one part doesn't stop it. So the state responds harder, more presence, more control, more force. But here's the problem. That doesn't remove the system. It just pushes it to adapt. Eventually, the strategy changes. Instead of fighting everything, they focus on leaders. The belief is simple. Remove the top, and the system collapses. And eventually, one of the most powerful figures falls. And when that happens, people think it's over. They think the problem is solved. But that's not how systems work. Because the system was never just one person. It was money. It was demand. It was structure. So even after the biggest figure is gone, the system remains. It just changes shape. Now come back to today. Look again at what's happening. Different country, different people, same pattern. This isn't about one place. It's a cycle. Demand creates supply, money creates power, power challenges the state, and the state reacts. But reaction alone doesn't break the cycle. So what you're seeing today is not something new. It's something that has already happened. And unless the system itself changes, it doesn't really end. It just continues in a different place.